I'm going to be discussing the next potential meme stock runner. Is this the next, big time short squeeze? Is definitely has a lot of room to run, as this is a household name. And no, it is not AMC or GameStop. This is one that could potentially go parabolic if retail backs this one up. If you are enjoying this content, drop a quick like on the video, because I have been showing you some very good runners. I'm going to be showing you multiple different plays that have a lot of potential in this video as well. I have a Bitcoin mining play, as crypto has had a giant rally just recently, and this one just had record Q1 financials come out, trading at 50 cents. They have a tiny $14 million market cap with $300 million in total assets. Just had record financials, like I said. Positive net income, $2.5 million in net income. Revenue was up 55% year over year. This one is tremendously undervalued, has a lot of room for the upside. And we have a giant crypto catalyst, like I said, that can make Bitcoin reach all-time highs, guys, as Bitcoin is already up big in the last week. We have a catalyst. We have Ethereum ETFs that have been delayed, and these are very close to being approved. There's a 75% or more chance that these are about to get approved, and actually there's some evidence of some filings that indicate that this could happen as soon as this week, or just very soon. If this happens, guys, all these Bitcoin mining plays, obviously they follow Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin spikes, this one will go with it, and this one is already extremely undervalued. Tomorrow we have Nvidia earnings, which is the biggest catalyst in the entire stock market. This multi-trillion-dollar AI company, if this goes positive, we see a good reaction. The entire AI sector and basically the entire stock market should go up. In the video, I'm going to be discussing a 13-cent AI penny stock that just had an IPO a few months ago, valued at $5. Is just trading over $6 just a few months ago, has been completely manipulated and shorted into the ground. And these sub 10-cent penny stocks, or close to that, are very hot right now, and this one can see a giant squeeze tomorrow. This article just came out by TechBrunch, is a giant short squeeze beginning in Barnes and Noble education stock. You have to realize is during COVID lockdowns, BNED reached a share price of $12, and keep in mind this one is trading under $1. So they say this time around, according to this article, they estimate that BNED may reach a conservative share price between $5 to $7. They're indicating this one can still basically have a 500% gainer, or more than that, 5 or 10x, because this one is backed by retail. It's a household name. I believe it's trending on Reddit. So BNED, just had a giant run and actually is still heating up. Float is sitting at 38 million shares, or just was, but recently Greenhaven Associates acquired over 4.8 million shares. So basically the float is sitting around 34 million total shares or less. So we just had 210 million plus in volume for the day. And guys, something you have to realize, this was just updated 6 hours ago on this Fintel short report. There are 0 short shares available to borrow. It's an even bigger indicator that this one could see a big squeeze, but I really think it depends if it can break this $1 key level on the chart that I'm watching very closely. But something, according to this article, is huge that you have to see. So we already know the float is sitting around 34 million shares or less, and on a recent trading day, the stock experienced its highest one-day short volume in history, with 24 million shares shorted. Keep in mind the float is only 34 million shares. This indicates a significant bearish sentiment among investors, making the stock a prime candidate for a short squeeze. According to this, I believe in that article they're talking about this record short volume of 24 million right here, and then according to today's short volume, that has hit 72 million shares. So according to this very high short volume and short interest, this one could be highly targeted by retail investors, causing a gamma squeeze. And this is definitely one of the hottest plays to watch for this entire week, as this one is still gaining a lot of momentum as of right now. Now let's look at the chart again, because this one did break this $1 key level that we really needed to break past. So we broke past it. It did not hold over. This is on the 5-minute chart, so I'm just watching this. But either way, if we, I would rather see this one get rejected here, come back down and have some stair steps, and then completely break out of this $1 key level I'm watching, rather than have a fake breakout. So this is a level that is very important, this $1 level right here. So we just got rejected off of it, and this is on the 5-minute chart, like I said. So this is what you need to be watching, especially. But we did have a very strong close, or we are 2 minutes away from closing. Obviously we're going to test this level in pre-market or tomorrow, and either break completely past, break out of it and see a parabolic run, or we might get rejected. It just depends. But this one definitely has a lot of momentum, and retail could basically squeeze this one, considering the very high cost of borrow rate, the high short interest, and considering there are no shares as of right now to borrow. So this is a giant squeeze play we are watching very closely. Ticker BNED. Next stock we have to talk about is ticker AULT, Alt Alliance Inc. Currently trading at 43 cents, as it was down 9% in after hours. And this one can go parabolic, as Ethereum has just went up 20. And basically, according to this research, they have approval odds that jumped to 75% for this Ethereum ETF, which was always already supposed to have been released, but had a lot of delayments and issues. And now there are some filings and stuff like that indicating that this could come as soon as this week, which could cause a parabolic Bitcoin type rally and crypto rally, which is already very hot right now. And the AULT just had Q1 financials come out, which were huge. But as you can see, guys, they have a tiny $14 million market cap, but they do have, $300 million in total assets, which is huge considering they have a, tiny $14 million market cap, like I said. And you can see revenue is up, record revenue, up 55% year over year, and actually had their first profitable quarter, it looks like. And something is very big that we have to talk about that further should further your interest into this play here. Total revenue jumped from $28.9 million for Q1 2023, and then 1 year later, the 10Q filing that we're looking at right now, that came out just the other day, or just yesterday, or the day before that, they did $45 million in total revenue, which was a 55% increase. And according to this, their net income was positive, $2.5 million in net income, compared to losing $50 million the same quarter 1 year ago. So this is huge. And like I said, everything points in the right direction for this one to have a nice jump. And we should see that, in my honest opinion. Currently trading at 43 cents because it is down 9% in after hours. Bitcoin and crypto is heating up. We have a catalyst with Bitcoin as well, because if this Ethereum ETF, is also going to, affect Bitcoin, Bitcoin will jump off this as well. So not only do we have a catalyst, record financials, we also have something you have to look at, as AULT Alliance announced the termination of at the market, this ATM offering, which is basically dilution on the open market, which, sometimes they announce this termination. And not only did that, they announced their commitment to not utilize at the market for sales of its common stock, not only for the duration of the rest of the year, but for the foreseeable future. And they say the company, however, may consider issuing non-convertible debt to continue to fund its operations until its revenues can cover such costs. So they're actually looking out for dilution. They want a non-dilutive potential financing opportunity and do not want to basically dilute shares on the open market. So this should further pique your interest as well as everything else I talked about. And I think this one has a very big chance to run. Ticker AULT, a Bitcoin mining play that is trading at 43 cents as of right now that you definitely have to watch. Now, next stock we have to talk about trading at 12 cents is VHAI, which just had an IPO at $5. And you can see they are actually in the exact same sector as SOUN, the voice technology. Basically, they are eliminating hold times on customer service, etc., with their AI technology. So their technology is the same exact technology as SOUN, which follows NVDA every time it runs. So VHAI, it's already pretty hot because, these sub 10 cent plays are already, these shorted into the ground plays trading around this level anyways are due for a run without this. But considering NVDA has earnings, I'm saying this one could still bounce even without NVIDIA. But, obviously all these AI stocks are going to be highly impacted by NVIDIA earnings tomorrow as soon as the market closes. So this one, has been down 20% today, was down 20% yesterday, was just trading at $5 just 3 months ago or something like that, had a $5 IPO. Mentioned in my other videos is VHAI actually announced phase 1 of their service platform installation. They're installing their technology at dealers of one of the biggest three automobile resellers in the entire world. So this is installations of their technology at 1,800 dealerships in total expected, including 1,000 in the first year. So they already are only just getting started, just had this IPO recently, just had that giant partnership with a huge, one of the 3 biggest automobile resellers in the world, actually launched a pilot program with a major utility provider, have had a lot of strategic partnerships like that. So this is one you should be watching very closely. So this is one VHAI that could see a very big potential bounce if NVIDIA has, like I said, a positive earnings effect on the AI sector and just the overall market. VHAI is due for a bounce either way. Definitely like the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about these plays and any others that you're watching right now. And I will see you on the next video.